But I don't know if you saw, our dear friend Ava has been labelled a controlled opposition and a sellout by her own followers because she dared to criticise Hamas for keeping children in cages. Now, Ava put up a tweet that read, and I quote, "Express my concern for my continent, immediately accused of being controlled opposition," end quote. Now, there seems to be a corrosive sentiment, which I think started with the QAnon movement, which seeks to undermine those on the right who are trying to save Western civilization. It's a level of paranoia and trust nothing that operates well beyond healthy skepticism. Yeah. Now, do conservatives and libertarians need to stop actively killing off the people on their own side?
I think so. And this is a real problem. I think infighting, I've seen it in the UK with a lot of the people that were really hugely against lockdowns and vaccines. You know, if there's something that everyone doesn't agree on 100%, and, you know, I mean, I don't really know how what Ava said could ever not be agreed on. But if there's something, you know, where there might be another side, or a bit of nuance, you suddenly have these very right-wing or libertarians jumping on people and saying controlled opposition. And I've seen it a lot. And it is worrying because it is the infighting. And this is what the left doesn't do. The left are very organised. You look at the BBC, somebody gets suspended, they stand around each other, they say, you know, we're not coming back on TV until he's... I feel like there is an element of, you know, our side where people will, to some extent, eat their own. I feel like there is a lot of infighting, if not every single line is agreed on. And I think that is what probably does the most damage to us. Or, you know, there are certain programs on GB News where the presenters, you know, they see it as an opportunity, Dan's going, or they saw it as an opportunity that Lawrence has now got an open Friday night show. And they were very quick to come out and condemn Lawrence for something that was, yes, crass, but again, it was a very over-the-top reaction to just, you know, a little crass comment.
Well, look at the US. You've got Trump and DeSantis. And those two should be pillars of conservative politics, maybe slightly different leaning, and they should be holding up the conservative movement in the US. Instead, you've got Trump supporters and DeSantis supporters trying to actively kill both those movements. And what's happened is both movements have suffered for it. You've gone to the US a lot. You spent a lot of time there. Do you find that particularly distressing for the Republicans over there?
Yes, it's something that I said very early on. It was really upsetting to see. I mean, I don't know who started it first at this point. I think it could have been Trump attacking DeSantis, and then, you know, and then there was a firing back, and then you see these, you know, Trump and DeSantis supporters attacking each other, and it is worrying because the Republican, you know, party should be bringing, or candidates should be trying to bring, you know, the party together, not divide it up, and it is worrying, and it does. But it does make me think, are these true Republicans doing this? You know, are they true? Are they people that like care and or follow Ava that are saying this to her? Or could it be somebody that doesn't like anything that Ava said and just throws in that controlled opposition to make, you know, people that listen to Ava start to question her? Because, you know, what Ava said, I think a lot of people agree with, whether you support innocent Palestinians or not, that's not the question. What you can say is you can say that the horrors that we've seen carried out by Hamas, carried out by these terrorists, the murder, the rape and the kidnap, putting children in cages, is absolutely horrific. And if you want to support innocent Palestinians, you can also do that. But you should be able to condemn the actions of terrorists and not be called controlled opposition. It's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever seen. And, you know, I to see Ava, you know, Ava go in that when she's done so much and she's tried so hard to bring awareness to people of everything going on, from the farmers to the jabs to the lockdowns, to CBDCs, to everything, to the lack of free speech, to immigrant, for everything that she's done, to then be called controlled opposition. That's, I think that's a huge problem. And I think that we all need to look at that and take a step back and say, hold on a minute, this is too far. This is ridiculous. It's not true. And there's agitators being put in to stir up trouble within.